Right, Dane, if this practice golf swing looks a little bit like your actual golf swing, I want you to try to improve a couple things here. So what I'm looking at is the backswing is in a pretty solid positioning, but as soon as we start to get that arm parallel with the ground, or actually let's just go with the club head being parallel with the ground. So what you'll notice is where that leading edge is, and compare that with where your spine angle is. So you can see that that club face is quite significantly open, and the reason why that's open, so if you are struggling with left balls as a left-handed golfer, I would take a look at what the wrist angle is doing, because in this position here, like, there's not a lot of bowing to that wrist, or what we want to try to create when we kind of get compression at impact. And so it's almost as if, like, with the practice swing, this may not be happening in your full swing, but I just want you to be aware of that when you are training the swing and practicing it, that whenever the grooves on that club point up in this direction here, that's a big sign that the club face is too open. So what I want you to try to do is I want you to try to get into this position here, and I want you to feel like the knuckles on that right hand kind of twist in this direction here. That's going to allow that club angle to be a little bit closer to the spine angle, so that leading edge of the club, that's what we want to be aligned with that spine angle there, and that's just going to make it easier to present the club face square. Whenever we have it this open, it's going to be very hard to time it up when you come into impact. And so if you're someone that's watching this video and you'll have any questions about your club face angle and want an analysis just like this one here, comment or DM me the word analysis below and I'll send you through the details. So when you get that club face in this position here, what you're going to see is then, even in this position here, like if you think about where your feet are aiming and where the ball would probably be, look at where that face is pointing. You can see that it's pointing significantly out towards the left. And so I want you to try and make sure that you're aware of that club face and getting it a little bit more square earlier in the downswing, because even in this position here, like, we're so close to where the golf ball would be, it's kind of going to be about there-ish, but just take a look again where that club face is pointing. So obviously that's going to control exactly where the ball flight is going as well. So the club face angle is going to be the biggest dictator of that, and it's normally to do with what your hands and wrists are doing when it comes into impact. And it wouldn't take much to try to improve this. It would just be a couple small drills there that we could talk about if you wanted to get a lesson or anything like that there, but it would just be trying to understand what we need to do with the club face angle just to try to improve what we need to do in order to hit straighter shots and then more consistent ball striking as well. So hope that helps, dude.